Okay, so that's what people see. To set this up.
You might have left the thing. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, I'm John,
I'm Nancy.
and we are
Jane and
Travels.
Travels.
Well, thank you for joining us on our live number 2 during our Snowbirding 2026. We came to you before we left and gave you our outline of our plan. This is our update 1 week into our vacation or
Well, a
snowbirding,
little
right?
over a week.
Yeah, a little over a week, but been a week at this condo that
Oh,
we're at
yeah,
now.
yeah. Of course.
So we figured since a lot did happen this week, we've done 2 visits to SeaWorld, 2 visits to Universal Studios. We did work once at the village and been in the pool for the first time today.
Yeah, so we've been busy.
Right. So we
Fun.
thought maybe we'd give an update on what's going on. What we're going to do, though, today is our goal in the first week was to hit SeaWorld and Universal Studios for the Christmas activities.
Yes.
And then after this, starting tomorrow, actually, we'll have updates on just the normal run-of-the-mill stuff going on at SeaWorld and Universal Studios. But for now, it's a Christmas event. If any of you are coming down during Christmas time, which I think starts at these 2 parks in somewhere in November, it gives you an idea what's going on at these parks. There's a lot of fun things. We're glad we tried out experience.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
I'm so glad we did. Yeah.
So I'm going to break this live up into 3 parts. The first is going to be the drive down, which we haven't gone over yet. The second is SeaWorld with just the Christmas stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the last would be Universal Studios with just the Christmas stuff. So let's get right into it, Nance.
Okay.
As you can see from, we're in our condo right now, and it's a lovely photo behind us.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. It was high 70s, right?
Today was the mid 70s, yeah, and the pool was very heated here.
Yeah.
So
80 degrees, I would say. It was so warm.
So we had to get into the pool.
Yeah, the pool was 80 degrees. It was beautiful.
All right, so our first, let's pop this in here. A drive down.
We don't miss that white stuff.
That's actually a picture that was taken today.
Yeah,
and that's very similar to what we're seeing. I monitor outside at our house with some cameras so I can get an idea of what we're getting. We're swimming, and this is what we're seeing up at our house. That's our driveway. And you can see in the top part of the picture, at least the plow came in and get some of it cleared.
Yeah.
So that when we have people check on the house, they can go up drive without any issues. There was a lot of icing going on there too.
Yeah, there have been 2-hour delays. School had 2-hour delays because of the ice.
So this was our second car, which is in the driveway. The snow still hasn't melted from when it was on there when we left.
Yeah, it's been a quite a snowy, cold winter.
So we started the drive down. It took us approximately 30 hours, would you say?
I think it was 33. I figured it out.
33 hours, and that's a normal trip, but we think we would have done much better. We got lost 3 times,
Yeah.
which we never do, but we got lost 3 times.
We missed a couple of exits.
Well, it's exits. Who knows? Who's the driver going loony, or
Right.
we happened to go down with the windshield that was covered. Remember, it was the salt from the highway kept on coming up,
that
and
kept. Yeah, that
it's
was.
kind of a mess. So between getting lost 3 times, and then we get caught in the 4 traffic backups.
Yeah, but we still managed 33 hours, which it wasn't bad. I mean, last year when we came home, it took us 29 hours.
And we 29 going home. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah,
Okay.
29 going home.
So I mean, it wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible.
We came down the daytime. I usually drive it in the night at the beginning, but we went to try something different. We came down the daytime. I think.
Yeah, I
that's
like
what,
it better that way.
Well, that's what I think happened with the traffic jams, stuff like
Well.
that. You know. So that's me, of course, on our patio, saying goodbye to the snow before we get in the car to head
It is
down.
pretty though. I mean, New Hampshire in the winter is beautiful.
It just seems that every time we call someone at home or text someone at home or look at the cameras, they're getting ice or snow.
Yeah, it's true. We just want to be more active during the winter. We didn't want to be sitting home and watching TV all winter. So this is why we snowbird.
Right. This is last year. This is the freak winter in January. We drove down. This was in the rest area, the Welcome Center in Delaware.
Yeah, that's right.
We drove by. I didn't take a picture because it was at night, but we drove by it, and there was no snow this year.
No, it was much different scenery. No snow.
And this is the telltale picture, which I get a kick out of. This was last year. If you all remember last year.
Yeah, Virginia got hit with 10 inches of snow. So we had to get a picture of it. And it was cold at this rest area. It was 24 degrees. And this year at this rest area, it was 40 degrees. So big difference.
Okay. And this is compared to this year.
Yeah, at 40 degrees. Last year, snow at 24 degrees. Oh, my feet were so cold sitting in the car trying to get a few winks. I just couldn't do it because my feet were so cold. Much, much better this year. We were able to rest a couple of hours.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay. All right. So we continue on our drive down. We have to make our typical stop at Buc-ee's.
And usually Bucky's there. This was a Sunday. I think he comes on every time we've had the pleasure of meeting Bucky. It's been on a Sunday. So
was that a Sunday also?
Yes, it was. So I don't know if Sundays are a busier day and they decide to have Bucky there, but this is 2 years in a row we've seen him on a Sunday. But this was at the newest Bucky in Georgia, right? I forget the.
Yes, I think you're right.
But I can't remember the town. It begins with a B. I can't remember it. But they just opened July 4th of this year. Brunswick, I think. Brunswick, Georgia.
But they're all about the same, and they all have great coffee.
Oh, yeah, the coffee's
clean
fantastic.
bathrooms and plenty of food.
Yeah. That's what they're known for. Oh, here we are. Seeing all the Christmas decorations. I loved it.
So now we get into our first park was SeaWorld. And this is just Christmas stuff, keep in mind.
And we haven't been to SeaWorld since 2011. That was the last time we went. We went with our kids. They were 16 and 19. And that's the last time we've been to SeaWorld and never seen it for the holidays. So this was something special.
Everything in SeaWorld, as in Universal, was decorated for Christmas. SeaWorld had an abundance of Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah.
Which we took pictures of a good many of them.
Yeah, they're great.
This is the one going into the park. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
But the whole park had some kind of different Christmas tree.
They were themed.
Right. Okay, this was one of the benefits of having our annual pass. There were 2 benefits that you'll see in this video. The first one was that they gave us each a free snack. They have booths set up during the Christmas season that you can buy. I don't know what the cost is, but you basically buy a 10 snack lanyard, and you are entitled to 10 different snacks. They
Yeah, that
gave
was a
us
good benefit.
each a free snack, but this is one of them, which is a little turkey dinner.
It was very good.
And the other one was cranberry meatballs.
And that was
right?
very good as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't get a picture of it, but it was very good.
So we did take advantage of that,
Yep.
that one day. And then the other thing which
Oh,
we
I
didn't
love it.
realize is they have an annual pass holders break room.
Yeah.
Or is that what they call a break? A lounge, I guess.
They call
lounge,
it
right?
an annual pass holders lounge.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is Nancy, and we were very surprised. Besides getting information and being able to do certain things by bypassing the guest services line, we were able to get soda.
Yeah.
Right? Limited soda in there.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Okay, so that was in the lounge. This was one of the attractions. I put this in here because we didn't put any attractions that were non-Christmas related. But this one was a tower that they have in the middle of SeaWorld.
Yeah, we've never been able to do this. Like I said, we haven't been to SeaWorld since 2011. We definitely didn't do the tower then. So this is our first experience with the
And you can
tower.
see the whole park. It goes up very slowly and it spins very slowly. Nancy does not like motion and heights, and this is fine for her.
I can handle this. Yeah, it was very comfortable. The seats were very comfortable.
And the reason I did this is because you could look out and see all the trees and the decorations and the lights. And
Yeah,
so
I'm going to do
really
it again.
added to the whole thing.
Definitely want to do it again.
Yeah, we'll do it each time we go in.
Yeah, it's worth it.
See what it looks like without all the decorations up.
So
right?
it's included in our annual pass, but if you wanted to ride it, it's $6 per person, which is a reasonable fee.
Right, but as Nancy said, this is included. They have a couple of things, like they had some, what do you call it, like flamingo boats, paddle boats.
Yeah, that's $7
that you
per
have to pay
person.
separate.
Yeah, that's not included in our annual pass. But I was thankful that this was, because I'd rather do this than the flamingo boats.
Okay, so that was a tower. Then we get on to the Christmas related activities. Now
I feel like a kid again.
They had a land there, which was not there when we went last time.
Yeah, it wasn't there in 2011.
It was Sesame Street, and
I love it.
Right, the whole area was themed with the buildings, the characters. It was really a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
We'll see this one again.
Definitely.
When they take away the Christmas theme. This is a Christmas theme. Most of the stuff we're talking about is going to come out in videos if you want to have a real look at them, what they're like. But this was basically Christmas songs danced and sung by the characters, right?
Yeah. Very well done. I loved it.
And the voices and everything sounded like them.
Yeah, they did. And I had to get Elmo.
Well, we always have to have our character stops, and this was Elmo. We had the Cookie Monster. There was plenty of them that we had.
Yeah, and the lines weren't too bad to wait for the character picture. They went by pretty quickly.
The next Christmas activity was the parade.
Yeah, that was fun too.
The parade that went through the streets, a very small area. I mean, Sesame Street's not huge, but and you can almost see most of it there. It goes kind of just around this area, but it had floats, it had characters.
And who doesn't love Big Bird?
And we met a friend this week that actually drives the floats, one of the floats for the parade. So that was interesting hearing that stuff. But it's funny because we saw this parade twice, and the first time we saw it, we don't remember seeing these characters.
I don't, yeah. So I don't think Big Bird was in it the first time.
Even Grover, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
even Grover, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love this.
This was actually two different Christmas theme shows. Now, the first one was based kind of on the living, the live nativity scene, right?
Yeah.
The main show had animals. They actually brought in camels and llamas and goats and sheep and donkeys,
lambs,
and for the show. And this was, I don't know, like a half-hour show. The picture you're seeing is not of the original show, the Nativity one. It was a follow-up show the next day they had, which was a Three Wise Men.
Yeah.
And those are the four wise men there, and then Nancy, and then the storyteller is the one on Nancy's
Yeah,
left.
I liked it. Was short. It was well done though.
It was done in two different languages.
Yeah.
The Three Wise Men. So we saw both of them. This
Yeah.
one here, and then the one the day before, which is a much bigger show.
Yeah, with a lot of singing. It was wonderful. Yeah, there's no singing here, just storytelling.
Right. But yeah, the animals for both.
Yeah.
This was another theme show. This is quite well done.
Oh, he was great. He was entertaining. Yeah.
And the whole premise of this is this elf here brought this card out, which had a bunch of stuff on it, including these chairs.
It's
And
kind of
he-
like an elf on a chair instead of elf on a shelf.
Exactly. Yeah. And his job was he was trying to put the hat on top of the Christmas tree. The
Yeah.
Christmas tree is right there at the top of him. So he can't reach it. So by using acrobatics, he
Yeah.
basically builds himself a tower. You can see these chairs and climbs to the top. And then there's a few other things they throw in with it, but that was the gist of it.
Yeah, he was great.
Very well done.
Yeah, well done. Oh, I love this. I saw the show twice. That's how much I liked it.
We went to the 6:30 show because
Yeah.
we were going to leave early, and we had bumped into a friend, ended up staying around, and so we saw the nighttime show, which was a much better angle.
Yeah.
So I like to record these things, and the first one I had a lot of heads in the way. This one gave me a much better angle.
Yeah, it was
to
better
film
the
this.
second time.
This is a great show.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a half hour, 25 minutes long. They build this ice rink, which is, I assume it's real ice, that they freeze right on the
Oh,
bay
it is
here,
real ice. Yeah.
with all these trees and decorations in the background and a few fireworks thrown in. And it's a regular, like an ice capade type show, right?
Yeah, they were fantastic. Yep. I love all the costumes, the music.
Now, I don't know what they'll do in this spot because this will come down, the ice rink.
Yeah.
And this was a spot, I think back in the heyday, they used to do the water skiing show. So I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
sure what they use this for.
Well, we'll find out when we return.
We will.
I have laughed at these people carrying around these bananas.
We had to throw this in
I
because
know.
there
Oh
were
my
people
gosh.
all over the park, if you can picture, carrying these bananas.
Yeah.
It's a prize. Do you remember what the game was?
I have no clue. No,
I
I
can
don't know
picture
what it
where it
was.
was, but
I don't. I could picture where it was too, but I don't know what the game was.
I asked a couple people because if they were taking a flight home, because I don't know how they possibly
I
could bring this
know.
thing with them. But there was this one. There's another picture we have of someone wheeling one of these around in a baby carriage.
I
I don't know
know.
what they do with the baby.
Oh boy, it does look comical. Now this is the kind of snow I like. I was so pleasantly surprised to have snow there in SeaWorld at the end of the day.
They had, and I know a lot of these parks are doing it. It's not just fake snow. They're shooting out real snow, these machines. This is real snow. You could feel it. And it was shooting out as you left the park. I'm not sure if they were just trying to use up the last bit of
I don't
snow
know,
they
but it was
had,
pretty cool.
but it was great.
Yeah.
We have videos that make it look a lot clearer than this, but
Yeah.
you can see Nancy
I
looks
was
like she's in a
dancing.
mini blizzard.
I was dancing in the snow.
And that's me in the snow. Quite a bit of snow.
Yeah, it kept coming out. I was like, when's it going to stop? But it kept pumping out.
Like I said, I think they're trying to empty out the guns or something.
Well, they succeeded because it kept coming out.
And I'm not sure how those work, I'm sure the spot where the snow is made has to be very cold, and then they shoots it out. You wonder how long.
Yeah, it was cool.
It's not really accumulated, so it probably melts as soon as it hits the ground.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And we're walking out, and then the last thing we just noticed is these cute little dolphins are saying goodbye to
Oh, he
us.
said goodbye to us. They're so smart. Just, you got to love those dolphins.
They look like they're always smiling, don't they?
I know. That's why you got to love them.
Okay, so we've covered the drive down. We've covered Christmas stuff at SeaWorld. We do recommend it if you have a pass to go during the Christmas season. And the last section is Universal. Like I said, this is just the Christmas stuff. We're not going to go through some of the attractions that we did in those 2 days. We're just going to cover the stuff that had to do with Christmas. We'll cover the other stuff in another live. So moving on to Universal Studios, the big draw here. Well, there's two big draws during the holiday season. One is the parade, which is
that was
fantastic. We'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah.
And the other is the Grinch story.
Oh, I loved it. Yes.
It's a kind of modernized
I'm
version
glad we didn't
of it.
miss it. It was really good.
So this is the entrance way
Got to
to,
get those trees in.
to Universal.
Got to get every tree.
You
in
go
there.
through the gate. Again, Universal is like SeaWorld. Different trees everywhere.
Yep.
It's in front of this one. I think this was this outside the studio or
Yes.
was this inside?
Outside,
Outside, okay.
I believe. My memory serves me correctly. I believe it was outside.
Okay, and as you can see, more decorations. The lights are all decorated. Every corner they have like a Central Park area that was decorated with all sorts of garland and lights. If you remember, in fact, we stayed after the dark for the parade, and it was very. The lights were really something. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, this was another thing. They have a lot of nutcrackers,
I
different kind of
know.
nutcrackers. This is one room where you can see Nancy is surrounded by nutcrackers. Then you have some themed ones here.
I
Just
love
a-
nutcrackers.
This one I think is real cool.
I
The
don't
Frankenstein
Oh my
nutcracker.
God, that's funny. I forgot about that one.
There were so many different themed ones.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah, I do. I forgot. Well, I can't remember all the themed ones. It's good to have pictures because it's hard to remember.
Now, what Universal has is a tribute store that I think is open year round for annual pass holders. It's where they clear out merchandise for much cheaper prices. It looks like a brown derby. But during Christmas time, the building that they had the display for Mardi Gras was turned into a Christmas tribute.
Yeah,
and you
that
could
was
go
the-
in there, and there are all sorts of Christmas type of themed stuff that we hope when we go to Universal tomorrow, this is still open and
I
they still
hope
have
so.
merchandise.
Yeah,
I mean, they had what 80% off on some of this
They
stuff.
did.
As long as it's something that you need or you
yeah.
want,
We didn't
right?
find anything. We're hoping maybe tomorrow we will.
Okay, now if you're not familiar with Universal, you have the Universal Park, the original, and then there's Islands of Adventure. This was going into Islands of Adventure when you enter the park and you go to the right. The very first park is Seuss Landing, which is all Dr. Seuss related stuff. So, of course, that's the spot that's going to be heavily geared towards the Grinch. So this was the entrance, the sign they put during Christmas time to enter, let's say, Grinchmas Holiday Spectacular.
Yep. No.
And this you got to look closely. This I thought was incredible.
I thought it was too. I looked and I said, "Oh no, they're the Who people. I got to go get a picture with the Who people."
It took us a while. They were walking around. We thought they were kids until
Yeah,
we
and
started
then we
realizing
looked-
their
wait a minute.
faces are supposed to be marked after the Who characters.
Yeah, they did a great
Whoville
job
characters.
with their makeup. They looked fabulous.
So this was them, and what they are is, I think before the Grinch show, they send them out into the streets to kind of get people into the whole mood. So this
Yeah.
was for some reason, four of them allowed Nancy to pose with them.
They even gave me a feather boa, or I don't know what.
Did they take it back? I don't know. You have that?
No, they didn't give it to me to keep. Just
No,
for the
just for the
just for the picture.
Their big show, it depends who you are. Some people think this is the biggest show at Universal during Christmas, which is a Grinch show. Some people think it's the parade. We love them both. This, only for us old timers, they take you on a long walk in Seuss Landing and to a building where they have this show. What this building is an old studio that I actually saw when Universal Studios Orlando was an active studio. They filmed shows there. I remember seeing them film I think it maybe lasted not many episodes about some superhero
Oh,
guy, but we saw them filming that. And the building's just empty from what I understand. Someone I was talking to said they actually take all these props out of there and just leave the building empty. So I'm not sure why. But it's very well themed. This is the Grinch, of course. He comes out of the cave, and they have all the Who singing and everything else. It's a great show. It's about a half-hour show. We really like that a lot. So the line was tremendous to get into it. I didn't think it would hold all the people, but it's a huge, huge stadium. When you come out to the right of, when you first walk in the Seuss Landing, there's a place, you look for a sign that says Whoville Tree Lot. And what they do is they have a tree there for each Dr. Seuss thing. Like it was themed for the one fish, two fish tree, all
They
stuff
had a
like
Cindy
that.
Lou Who tree,
Cindy Lou Who, what's some of the
Um,
others? You remember Cat in the Hat tree?
Cat in the Hat tree.
I should have thrown those pictures in there.
Yeah, you don't have them in there,
But,
so I can't
What
remember.
we'll do is
but-
a lot of these pictures will be up on our Jane and Travels Facebook page, so look up there for them. So that was cute to look at. Wasn't
Yeah.
crowded at all. Just something to look. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Disney version of how they put their themed trees down at Disney Springs.
Yep. Yeah, they're beautiful. They're all taken down now. Oh, so sad.
It is.
But we have great pictures that we'll put up.
Hey, Scott, thanks for popping in. Okay, so the next one, we move from the Whoville Tree Lot.
Oh, this was a surprise.
So we're getting ready for the parade. I had
Yeah.
Nancy didn't want to walk around. I want to find a perfect spot to take video. So I kind of roamed around myself. Nancy kind of held a spot down by the Race from New York ride.
Yeah, I was sitting, I got a seat, so I stayed put so I could watch the parade.
And I bumped into these folks who are actually from our neck of the woods, who relocated 4 years ago to Florida,
yeah.
the Disney Nerd Herders. I have their link below. You can check them out. And that's Stacy on the left and Charlie over there, and Sophie in the far right.
Yeah, a very lovely family.
Yes.
It was nice to meet them. Very friendly.
We hope to hook up with them again down here. And I ended up staying watching the parade with them and talking to them.
I was wondering why it was taking them
Nancy
so
was all
long, but
alone.
I just enjoyed watching the parade. As long as I had a seat and I was watching a lovely parade, I was happy.
And this is just some of the parade. There was lots of floats. I was very impressed with two things. They had these really intricate floats. This you can see is a Minion one, and balloons. You don't see those in park.
I was blown away by the balloons. I was in awe of the balloons because the only time I've seen balloons is on TV at the Macy's Day Parade, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So seeing balloons as big as that was amazing.
Again, if you want to see more of the balloons, we will be putting them online. But right now, I guess I caught a couple here. There's a bear in the stocking here and a Minion balloon there.
Yeah, the Minion balloon had the most people holding the strings.
Did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I counted. But they were fantastic. I mean, it was just great. And it wasn't a windy day, so I'm sure they didn't have to struggle like sometimes they do at the Macy's Day Parade when it's windy.
And this is I assume the gingerbread from Shrek.
I believe
The
so.
gingerbread guy from Shrek. Okay. And this, I'm not sure what his role is. It was the little dragon, right? Was this the one in Shrek also?
I believe
Or the
so.
little donkey or the little dragon?
I think it's
or something?
a donkey.
Yeah, but I think it's from Shrek.
I think so, but my memory.
But look at the size of those balloons. I mean,
I
it's pretty
know,
good to
yeah.
maneuver those down the streets.
I believe it was the donkey in Shrek. Yes. They were amazing.
So we ended that parade. So you'd have to decide one way or the other. If you have an opinion, put it below. But if the parade is better than they're both about 30 minutes long, or the Grinch show, right? Which one is better?
That's a hard one. They're both equally as good. I must say, if I have to pick one, I'd have to pick the parade, only because I was in awe of those balloons. I just never seen a balloon that big in real life. So, but the Grinch show was pretty spectacular too.
So what you get now is, I'm counting this as Universal because it is in, what's the downtown area called there?
City Walk.
City Walk. It's down City Walk. We found this place by mistake during the Mardi Gras parade back in March.
March was Mardi Gras.
And
February and March.
this theme was all themed. It's a club, but they allow you to come in. Doesn't cost you anything.
No.
You can look at it. It's totally themed. It was for Mardi Gras and Day of the Dead, all that kind of stuff inside. So we had heard that they do it for Christmas also.
Yeah,
So
we didn't want to miss out because we wanted to see how they decorated for Christmas. Man, it was
Right.
pretty amazing. It was like a winter wonderland inside.
Hey, Robert. Nice to see you. So we went in there and took some, again, you'll see this in the video coming out. This is just a touch on it, but the outside you can see is really themed. Let's see. And then if you get into the club,
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
this is all inside the club. That's the
Yeah.
bar on the right.
They did a fantastic job. It was so pretty.
This is a dance floor here and down the bottom. And up here, there's more seating.
And they had live singers. They were great. 3 girls. It sounded like the Andrews sisters.
Well, it's some in the corner, but I didn't get, I don't know if I put a picture just down, but that's some in the corner,
Yeah,
in
they
the
were
right
good.
corner, the 3 of them singing. And there's an upstairs, which has just as much theming, and you can see downstairs from there.
Yeah.
And
There's
this was
nothing
in
but
the
snow globe.
entranceway, yeah, to give the effect, obviously, of snow globe. I've never seen something like that.
That was pretty,
That's a great
pretty
job.
amazing. Yes.
Okay.
That was really cool.
And that is our Christmas. That's our Christmas update. It's a drive down. If you're late to the show and you want to look at it again, we have our drive down.
Yeah, drive down.
We have the Christmas theming that is done at SeaWorld and the Universal theming that is done the Christmas theming that's done at Universal Studios, and the Coconut Club at the end, which is on Universal property. So hope you enjoyed that, and we will be popping up with another live once we've done a few more things down here.
Yeah.
That's our update for 1 week of snowbirding so far. So thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you all joining us, and stay young and have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.